Good morning. It's raining outside, and yesterday we did some upgrades to the catio so the cat would stop bringing in dirt. Let's take a look and see how the rock is doing out on the catio. Hopefully no mud. Oh, $5 a park now? I'm at Fresno State today, going to do a pickup interview with Donald Monroe for the Monroe Review episode we filmed last week. And construction is crazy over here, so I'm not exactly sure. I think I might have parked in a bad parking lot to get to the music building. Oh, Miguel's not home. Recording with Donald and Aiden went really well. Aiden is an amazing piano player and he's only 16. I'm very jealous of his talent. But coming out of the meeting, out of the recording, just saw the news break that California is going to require masks for indoors, basically anywhere in California from December 15th to January 15th. And yeah, I don't know what that means for Lauren and my wedding that's happening in like 3.5 weeks. But yeah, we're gonna see what that ends up meaning. So we're gonna keep an eye on the news. We might have to postpone our reception. I think we could still do the wedding ceremony. Lauren is very upset about this. But yeah, we gotta keep an eye on the news, a pulse on what's happening with public health. Who knew planning a wedding during a global pandemic would be hard? Hello, I'm back home, and man, this 5K, 2K display really cannibalizes my desk space. I have to have the camera way off to the side. Normally I kind of like to have it straight on, except when I'm doing some computer stuff, which I guess I could show you what I did with all the footage from today's production. Here, let's see, let's do a screen cap. Also, can you hear the eGPU's motor? It's a little louder than I like, but yeah, it definitely runs smoother. It helps my computer push all those pixels, but it's the humming on my desk. And I wish I could put it under my desk, but I don't have a long enough Thunderbolt cable. I should buy a longer CalDigi one. All right, I've offloaded all of my footage. I got the C70 clips, I've got the EOS R clips. I have a couple clips I captured with my iPhone. I have the Lowe recording of Aiden, the Lowe recording of Donald, and I've got the Tascam audio. I put a Tascam recorder on the piano for when Aiden played piano. And yeah, I think I'm gonna sync all of this in Final Cut. So let's open up this Final Cut library that I started from the studio production. So I've already started it, but I'm gonna make a new, probably a new project, maybe even a new event inside this library. Also, I just updated my Mac to Monterey 12.1, Mac OS 12.1. I think the screen sharing SharePlay stuff is going to be really cool. But let's import the media from today. It looks like the audio from the Rode Wireless Go's. The content created isn't from that original file time where the file was created inside the Rode Go. It looks like it's created from when it comes out of Rode, what's that app called? Rode Central? Yeah, Rode Central. When you bring it in from Rode Central into your Mac, then it gets timestamped as that, for that being the creation date, which isn't ideal, but it's fine. But let's see here. I need to do some syncing here. There's the interview, and there's some of the piano playing. So the interview stuff is here, and then it also includes the lavalier audio. So I've got all of those clips highlighted. Let's synchronize these clips. We'll call this TMR interview, the Monroe Review interview. All of this doesn't, well, yeah, we want it to sync from audio, but this doesn't really matter because I'm going to break it apart in the timeline once I make a timeline. So hopefully this was an 11-minute interview. The EOS R, I stopped and started because I made some changes mid-interview, but the C70 and the Lowe's went all the way through. And the Lowe's, I kind of put them on a little early, so there's like 30 minutes almost of audio from the Lowe's, but Final Cut should be able to figure this out. Okay, let's make a timeline here. And yeah, 4K, ProRes Lite is fine. And where's that file we just made? There it is. And yeah, all the audio is at the beginning. Let's Command-Shift-G to break apart these items. Yeah, there's just a tiny little bit of interview there. That's fine. Yes, looks like we are nice and synced up here. So we can trim this down. And let's do Command B here. Just trim that. There we go. All right, so this is the interview. Gonna trim that up. Let's now go get the clips from the piano performance. So that's the interview. Here's some performance, and then he played, and then I had him go back and play again. I only had 2 cameras, so I went and got him doing his face. I did the wide shot and his hands during the main recording, and I went back and did about 2 minutes of his facial expressions, because the face doesn't have to be perfectly in sync, but his hands do. I would much rather get the face on a pickup versus the hands of the piano playing as a pickup. That seems to work better. Okay, so we're gonna sync this and this and this and this. So there are 2 files from the Tascam, kind of like what the Rode VideoMic NTG does. It recorded a louder file and a quieter file, whereas like the Rode thing will put louder in the left ear and quieter in the right ear. If that, just in case it peaked, I can pull from the quieter clip if need be. All right, so let's synchronize this. We'll call this performance. I put TMR at the beginning of the other one, right? TMR performance. Again, we'll sync it up. This should be even faster, theoretically. This should be easier to sync. There we are, the TMR performance. And Command-Shift-G, break apart clip items. And looking good there. Yeah, I guess the only other, like the wide shot, I'd probably put it on the bottom. So here, we'll trim up everything here. Option left bracket. I'm going to stick that there. And because I option left bracket all 3 of those together, all the starting point's the same, so it should still be in sync, even though I swapped the top clip and the bottom clip. And then for all of these, I can basically just turn down the volume. I don't really need the audio from these. I'm just going to use the audio from the lavaliers and the audio recorder. Oh, there's this clip too. We can turn off the volume there. So that's how I set up my interview project. I've shown this before, and this is just using the synchronizing tools in Final Cut. Works pretty well if you know what files go together. Like I knew there was an interview, and I knew there was a performance, and if there was a lot of stuff throughout the day, it would take a while to like sort out what was what. And it's really important to like properly slate that stuff. But yeah, for two, there were just two segments. One was 10, 11 minutes. The other one was 6 minutes. There were only two cameras and audio for each. It was pretty easy for me to sync up. Had it been a bigger, longer day with a lot of like stopping and starting, that would have taken a lot more time, and I probably would have needed to slate everything very clearly. But yeah, since it was just earlier today and I'm not like coming back to this weeks later, I remember it, and it was relatively simple with two cameras and audio to sync up. So now I'm just gonna trim away the clips, maybe trim for clarity in some sections, and leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed joining me behind the scenes of this project. Lauren and I, are going to talk about what these new California mandates mean for our wedding. And earlier I said 3.5 weeks. It's 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks away. We're going to figure it out. And yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, or check out the Loose Ends vlog playlist. I've been recording video every day this year, and I've been uploading video many times a week. Nearly a daily vlog. But that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.